Okay, so we're going to add and subtract rational expressions with polynomials in the denominators. So we have an example here. So the first thing we need to do is factor the denominator. So we're going to factor. So the first one we can factor by 6. So we're going to take 6 outside the bracket and we'll have x minus 3. So our second, if we factor by 2, this will give us 2x squared minus 7x plus 3. Now we need to factor further and put this into double brackets. So I'm just going to come over here. So because we have 2 multiplied by plus 3, so 2 times plus 3, so we just write 2 times 3. This is going to give us 6. So we want factors of 6 that add up to make minus 7. So minus 6 minus 1 is going to be minus 7. So we're going to rewrite these so we can factor by grouping. So we've got 2x squared. Instead of 7x, I'm going to divide it. So I'll have minus 6x, minus 1x, and then plus 3. So I'm factoring by grouping. So I'm going to factor by 2x. So this will just leave us with x minus 3. And then if I factor this one by minus 1, this will be x minus, because minus times minus is positive, so it's going to be x minus 3. So now I combine, so I write these together, and then these are the same. So I'm going to write 2x minus 1 and x minus 3. So I have my factors. So the next part. So I'm going to write my fractions, write my denominator, so the lowest common denominator. So I have 6x minus 3, and then I have 2x minus 1, and x minus 3. So because I have these two the same, I'm only going to write them once. So 6 times 2 is 12, and then I have 2x minus 1, and x minus 3. So I need to write my fractions over this denominator. So if I was to do that, so let's write them, we want them 12, 2x minus 1, and x minus 3. So we've got 6x. So instead of using, I'm going to use this as our denominator, and then I'm going to use this one here as well. So I'm just going to rewrite these. So I've got 5 over 6x minus 3 times something, and it's minus. So x minus 1, and I'm going to write this over 2x minus 1 and x minus 3. Now, what do I need to multiply 6x minus 3 to get our denominator? So I've got to multiply by 2, because 2 6 is 12. So I've got x minus 3, so I need 2x minus 1. So I need 2x minus 1. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 2x minus 1. And then if we look at the other side, so we need to multiply this by, so we've got times 6. 6 2s are 12. We've got the 2x minus 1 and we've got the x minus 3. So I'm going to multiply the top and the bottom both by 6. So we can write 5 multiplied, and that's 2 times 2x minus 1. And we've got minus, and then we've got x minus 1 times 6. So let's just multiply it out these brackets. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 2x, so this is going to be, so we're going to have 20x, so 10 minus 10. So 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 2x is 20x, and 10 times minus 10. And this is all over 12, 2x minus 1, x minus 3. And then we have, so if we multiply out, we've got 6x minus 6. So 6x minus 6. So let's have a look what we can do. So 20x minus 10 minus 6x plus 6 divided by 12, 2x minus 1, x minus 3. So to simplify, so 20 minus 6 is going to be 14x, and minus 10, so it's going to be plus 4. And then we have 12 and 2x minus 1 and x minus 3. So if we factor the top by 2, so we'll have 7x plus 2, and we have 12, 2x minus 1, x minus 3. So we can cancel, and this will leave us with 6. So 7x plus 2 over 6, 2x minus 1 and x minus 3. Okay, so simplify each expression. So we've got another question. So we need to factor. So the first one, let's factor. So we're looking for factors. So we're going to have x, so 3 and 2, so, and we want it to be minus, so minus 3 and x plus 2. And the second one we can factor x plus 2. So the LCD, so we have two values the same here. So we're just going to use it once. We've got 5, x minus 3, x plus 2. So this is what we want on the denominator. So let's write the original fraction. So I'm going to write it in factored form. So x plus 2 minus, so let's leave a space, minus 4, and I'm going to write this as 5x plus 2. And we want to write it over 5x minus 3x plus 2. So x minus 1. So what do we need to multiply this by? So we're going to multiply the top and bottom. So we've got x minus 3 and we've got x minus 2. So we just need to multiply by 5. So the top and bottom by 5. So this is going to be multiplied by 5. And then we've got 5x plus 2. So we need to multiply by x minus 3. So 4 times x is going to be 4. This is minus 4x, and minus times minus. For minus 4 times minus 3 is going to be plus 12. So let's expand this. So we've got 5x minus 5 minus 4x plus 12, and this is over 5x minus 3 x plus 2. Now we can simplify the x's. We can simplify our numbers here. So 5 minus 4 is just going to be x, minus 5 plus 12 is going to be plus 7. And then we have 5x minus 3 and x plus 2 on the denominator. Okay, so looking at 3b, so we need to factor. So if we're looking at, we can't factor, so we're going to just have to find, to simplify it, so 4 times 5, so 4 times 5 is 20. So we need factors of 20, they're going to add to make 21. So if we look at this, this is going to be 20 and 1. So 20 and 1, we want it to be plus, so they're both going to be positive. So we're going to have to write this and then factor by grouping. So we've got 4x squared plus 20x plus 1x plus 5. So if we factor by grouping, we're going to factor by 4x. So this will leave us with x plus 5. And the second one, if we factor by 1, this will leave us with x plus 5. We now have these terms the same, which is what we want. So 4x plus 1 and x plus 5. So if we write that, so this is going to be x minus 8 over 4x plus 1 and x plus 5. Now the second one we can factor. So this is going to be, if we factor by 3, this will be 4x plus 1. Now we need to find the lowest common denominator. So the lowest common denominator, so we've got a 4 here, so we only need 1. So we're going to have 4x plus 1, x plus 5, and we'll put a 3 there, multiplied by 3. Okay, so let's take those back away. So we want to write it over this lowest common denominator. So what do? So 4x plus 1, so 3x plus 5. So we're going to write it over here. So x minus 8, what do we need to multiply this by? So we've got a 4x plus 1, we've got the x plus 5. We just need to multiply the top and bottom by 3. So 3 times x minus 8. And then we've got over here 3 and 4x minus plus 1. So we need an x plus 5. So we're going to multiply this top and bottom by x plus 5. So this is going to give us x plus 5. And now we're just going to multiply this out. So 3x minus 24 plus 6x plus 30, 3, 4x plus 1 and x plus 5. So we can simplify, so we've got the 3x, so these will simplify, So we've got 9x plus 6 divided by 3, 4x plus 1, x plus 5. Now we can factor further. So we can factor this line here. So factor by 3, so we'll have 3x plus 2 over 3, 4x plus 1, x plus 5, and then our 3's will cancel. So our final answer, 3x plus 2 over 4x plus 1, x plus 5.